Yo, what's really going on? Y'all already know. DJ's Raw, Uncut Truth. It's your boy Revolution Radio, whatever. Rev, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, forget all that. I'm holding it down. So, DJ pull up, man. Did y'all see the game, man? I mean, did y'all see the game or did y'all see the game, man? Check in the chat, man. Where y'all at? Where y'all from, man? Check in, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody that stayed up. Man, Shank '02, was it? It was crazy, right? Um, yeah, man. We're gonna get into all the topics tonight. The only topic that really matters is LaMelo Ball. Now I want to start this thing off right. Like I said, man, I'm feeling nice. So I had to come on camera tonight, man. I had to come on camera tonight, man. I had to come on camera tonight, man. Mello got the boy feeling nice, man. Let this forever be an indictment on the all trust the process crowd. Let this forever be an indictment on the he's not conditioned crowd. Let this forever be an indictment on the he don't know the playbook crowd. Look, man, solar eclipse come around every 7 years? Lunar eclipse, you might get a couple of them a year, something like that, different places on the planet. Well, Melo Ball only come around ever so often a player like Melo. The boy looked like a young Penny Hardaway, man. He looked like a young Penny Hardaway. And hold on. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? That might be the haters that said that Melo, and I'm not saying right now, but I've always said it. I said Melo reminds me of Luka Doncic, bruh. I'm not saying after one game he's Luka Doncic, but I've always said he reminds me of Luka Doncic. I saw him standing up next to Luka. He looked like he might have an inch on Luka, or he might be a little taller than Luka. He's quicker than Luka. He got a better overall handle than Luka. And like I was saying last week, yes, Melo is a streaky shooter, but he's a streaky shooter. If he gets hot, it's a problem. Y'all check in the chat, man. It's going down, man. It's going down. Shooting 70%, that's crazy. That's crazy, right? Yeah, we're going to get into it tonight. Let me read some of y'all's comments, man. Shank '02 game was fire, was it not? We hungry, bro. It was great. Alex said shooting 70%. I don't want to butcher your last name, bro. Ballerville said fam was eating, was he not? Jalen West said no surprises of what he can do when the coach plays him a lot. We hungry, bro. He said, nah, he does. Yeah, he remind me of Luka. I'm telling you. Daniel Sims, the guy. That's the guy right there. I've been waiting for you at Revolution Radio to talk. DJ about to pull up in a minute, man. I'm just keeping it warm for him. Whether I agree or disagree, it's always informative. Salute. Salute to you, brother. Salute the wealth engineer. Yo, we going to have that conversation tonight. He said LaMelo is better than Zoe. We're going to have that conversation tonight. Man, look. It's so beautiful how things work out. DJ might have a very, very special guest for y'all next week. So stay tuned. But just know, because y'all have been loyal supporters and family, y'all have made an impact. Don't let nobody tell y'all different. Y'all have made an impact on Melo's minutes. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Y'all may have made an impact on Melo's minutes. And DJ is going to be able to solidify that next week. Because, look, man, the Charlotte Hornets are a team that needs fan interaction. They're a team that need to build their brand. They need revenue. Just like every other team in the league right now, you're not filling up arenas. You don't have fans. You got to make that money back somehow. And there's nothing better to make that money back than drafting a phenom. With his social media following, his reality TV stardom, his rise to the top with his family, and you put it with he's an international star and he got game. The Charlotte Hornets have struck gold. And once the fans started blitzing Twitter and blitzing the Charlotte Hornets Instagram and blitzing these reporters, bro, Borrego started getting hot around the collar. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever believe that we the people don't have a voice. In this day and age, especially with COVID and the way that the economy is, don't no team want to lose money. And they know they sitting on the golden goose. Yeah. I mean, Jalen West, shout out to Jalen West. He, like, people say Penny, but Penny was more athletic, and Penny was a flashy passer. Melo just a passer. He's a flashy passer. He's a passer. He's a fundamental passer. Like, I used to watch Penny, and because of Penny's athleticism, he didn't have to rely on his handles as much. You know what I'm saying? Melo has to rely on his handles a lot because he doesn't have the athleticism that Penny has. Now, that doesn't mean Penny didn't have handles. Melo just, he showed us at the end of the game, he has street ball moves. Like, Melo has moves like he plays at Dykeman in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? Like he up at Rucker Park or something. Like Melo is cold, bro. Like look, man. Look. I don't know if it's any Star Wars geeks in here or nothing like that. And shout out to y'all if it is. But if y'all familiar with that series, when everybody was talking about Darth Vader was supposed to be the one, and goddamn Luke ended up being the chosen one, bruh, it seems like everything that LeVar was saying about Lonzo, we might be seeing come to fruition in LaMelo, bro. LeVar said that Lonzo was going to be a better shooter than Steph Curry, which is a tall-ass order. I don't think it'll be tough for anyone in history to ever duplicate what Steph Curry does as a shooter. But if you have for that, nigga, I mean, if you have for that, you might be a damn Hall of Famer. That's how great of a shooter Steph Curry is. But I told y'all, like I said, last week, don't listen to these scouts, man. I pulled up the Melo. I saw Melo play in high school when he was playing with Spire. Yo, Melo can shoot. You cannot take the numbers of an 18-year-old kid out of the country by himself in Australia, first time starting as a pro and carrying a franchise or carrying a team as a pro. You can't take his numbers serious. Like, come on, man. Something called development. For those scouts to draw a conclusion on an 18-year-older playing out of his element, you know what I'm saying, as law, then that just lets me know how lazy they are at scouting. When he was at the Drew League, he could shoot. When he was in high school to Spire, he could shoot. Did he take the best shots? No. But when Melo's feet are set, when he has good balance, and when he's in that rhythm and he's smoking, bro, Melo is a shooter. And he will go streaky. I remember I was watching him in Lithuania online, and it was one game when they were playing like the JV Lithuania teams. Melo hit like 7 threes back to back. Melo is a streaky shooter. He needs rhythm. And you know what I'm saying? If you don't get him his touches, if you don't give him his minutes, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to get the best Melo Ball. But he shows us that, look, man, this is what we got to understand, y'all. Melo is doing this coming off the bench. Do you know how hard it is for players, especially on the road, to come off the bench on fire after not working themselves into the game? Melo didn't come into the game shooting. Melo was in the game for about 2 minutes before he even put a shot up. You know how locked in you got to be as a player to be that productive off the bench? So yeah, man, we're seeing something new with Melo. We're seeing something exciting. We're seeing something that, for all of us ball supporters, something that we have so desperately wanted to see for years. And it feels good. You know what? Pat yourself on the back, goddammit, because it feels good. I'm gonna tell you straight up, it feels good to me. It feels good to me, man. I'm happy for the brother. Straight up and down, I'm happy. I'm retweeting everything on Twitter. You can call me a stan. You can call me a fan. You can call me whatever you want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm supporting this dude because I saw the hit. Bro, we should go to ESPN.com right now and troll the hell out of Jonathan Giovanni, man. This was the guy that said just 2 years ago that Melo may not even get drafted. And if he does get drafted, it'll be late in the second round. It's time to start, as DJ would say, and it's DJ's word, it is time to start calling the shines out, bro. Yeah. That doesn't mean Melo gonna have every game is gonna be an amazing game. He's a rookie. It's gonna be ups and downs. He's gonna have good games. He's gonna have bad games. He's gonna have games where he shoot the ball good. He's gonna have games where he shoot the ball bad. The reason why I wasn't tripping off the 6-point night, and I wasn't tripping after I saw the Orlando Magic, the first Orlando Magic game preseason, when I saw Melo still dripping with swag juice coming off the bench, I said, oh, yo, this boy's a problem, man. He a problem. Let's see what y'all talking about in the chat section. Feel like, okay, we hungry, bro. He says, honestly, he a shooter to me, bro. Me too. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be streaky, but he a shooter to me. Jalen West back again. I feel like he need a good big man. I don't know about Bismarck. Now, Bismarck, man. Bismarck play hard, but Bismarck is not the answer. Surround him with the right pieces, and they might be Eastern Conference contenders. I think DJ's gonna talk about that when he pulls up. Shenko too, my guy. Once again, Lakers. He says exactly. No ball hate tonight. That's right, man. Y'all know how long it's been since we've been able to have a night where it's no hate on the Ball family, where they can't say nothing. It's so bad. You got people on Twitter just to take away from Melo's game. They're bigging up Jaylen Brown's game for the Celtics, just to belittle Melo's performance, saying y'all hyping up Melo, but look at Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown been in the league 116 years, man. What you mean, man? This kid is 19. This kid supposed to be in college, man. LeVar pushed that kid up a year. His body ain't even developed. Somebody said on Twitter he looks like a fawn running around on the court. And he dropping buckets on your favorite player. Melo was dropping. Look, man, Luka was frustrated. And I'm going to tell y'all, Melo took this game personally. He took it personally. I can see the energy. I saw his post-game interview, the little comment he made about Luka when he was like, yeah, Luka came from overseas just like me. Yeah, talk your talk, young boy. Talk your talk, young boy. Yeah, talk spicy. All these years they've been hating on this man. All right, let's go back to the comments. All right, Wealth Engineer. As a Ball supporter, we need to get on Zoe's case. We need to make it clear to him as fans, get buckets or get out. Tough love, Alfonso. Woo, that's cold. Daniel Sims, he responding to Shank. Oh, too, okay. Daryl Fields. Melo showed much heart, love his cool mentality. The scoop drives to the whole buckets. I mean, look, man, it's poetry in motion. Watching Melo play, they used to say a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Watching that boy play is exciting, man. And DJ was texting me, and he was saying this, and I know he's going to reiterate it when he get on here. Watching him play, even if they lose, it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's an exhilarating feeling watching exciting basketball, watching a young, exciting team. Bro, like watching that, and DJ's going to talk about this, when McDaniels and Melo and Miles Bridges was on the court, bro, that was some beautiful basketball to watch. And I was telling the brother Hoop Jargon the other day when I was talking about my lineup. Some of y'all was laughing at my lineup. I said I want to see the starting lineup be LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, who low-key a ball hog, but I'm going to leave it alone, Miles Bridges, and P.J. Washington. Y'all, they're going to foul Bismack Biyombo out if they keep playing him the way they playing him. He's not going to be able to get no quality minutes anyway because he's the only line of defense. You blitz teams in the first 5 minutes with that young, fast lineup. You get Biz in there with the quickness, you know what I'm saying? And then you switch up the style and start running more pick and roll. Bro, when McDaniels, Bridges, and Melo was on the court, it was exciting, man. It was an exciting brand of basketball. If the Charlotte Hornets do not know that Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball are the future by now, bro, what do y'all need? Some binoculars, bro? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Let's read some more comments. Samuel, I don't know your last name. I ain't trying to butcher you, bro. So bear with me. I'm going to keep it real. When LaMelo starts the game and plays 30 minutes, he's not going to have a bad game. If he gets a bad game, it's going to be at least 12 or 13 points with a close triple-double. I mean, anybody can have a bad game. I don't want to go overboard. And, look, everyone's human. And, he has to learn. He does have to learn, and he's learning on the job in a weird-ass season. Jalen West, once again, he says Lonzo played like how he looked, light skin. He got too much pretty boy in him. He's not aggressive enough. Okay, Daryl Phil says, I said it, Melo and Bridges show. Nice. Yeah, binoculars, my guy. Binoculars. If the Charlotte Hornets cannot see what everyone in the world is seeing, what thousands, hundreds of thousands of people on Twitter were seeing tonight, LaMelo Ball, when it comes to this point guard, if he keeps developing, bro, you tell me another 6'7", 6'8" point guard that play like Melo, I will happily wait. Ben Simmons so goddamn prehistoric. They got to play Ben Simmons at power forward now. So it ain't Ben Simmons. So I'm going to wait on y'all for that one. I'm talking about right now. I ain't talking about rookies. I'm talking about right now in the league. What other 6'8" point guard plays like Melo? Luka, I saw Luka tonight. Luka's not 6'8". Luka's probably 6'6". Melo probably 6'7" in real life. Name somebody with Melo's skill set. The only one you can name is Luka right now. There ain't nobody else. Not with that height. Yeah, Ben Simmons, man. But that's a topic for another show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the closest is Luka. All right, so let's read some more comments. I want to make sure y'all heard. Executive, let's be clear. The hate on Zoe and Melo is because of the hatred of LeVar, because what he preaches and practices, black ownership of talent and generational wealth, also pride in his sons as a black man. That's well said, brother. The league is so used to fatherless black athletes, but can't handle ballers with an outspoken black father forever in their son's corner. Yo, hey, ain't no comment from me. Hey, you said something I think God loves, man. But yeah, man. So we're gonna read some more comments. Daryl Fields, down the stretch, what was up with that ball hog Martin? Man, DJ gave me instructions to leave the Martin twins to him. And I'm gonna leave the Martin twins to him. Melo makes the whole team better. And if the Hornets don't see it, a better team will. Boy, you said something. Octavius Gwen said LeBron James. You know that ain't fair. You had to go pull Bron out your ass, didn't you? You had to go pull Bron out your ass, didn't you? That ain't fair. Bron, as I check, is still listed as a small forward. And it looks like Dennis Schroeder is the point guard this year. But you a cold piece for that, my guy. Quan, I'm not gonna read no Martin comments, family, not tonight. DJ said leave it to him. When he pull up, he got the Martin twins. All right, Keenan Capping. The lineup, I would start PG, Melo, shooting guard, Scary Terry. Yo, Scary Terry's starting to grow on me too, no cap. Small forward, Miles Bridges. Boy, that thing, yeah. Miles Bridges is a poor man's Vince Carter. Power forward, Hayward. Man, Hayward would get abused, though. And center Bismack. I don't know about that one, Keenan capping. Brother, you might be capping on that one. I can't see Gordon Hayward playing power forward, man. He be struggling with the threes. All right. What's up, Ray Kingdom? Salute, brother. DJ pulling up pretty soon. Melo easily the best player in the class. I've been rocking with Melo for a long time, bro. So the bias in me wants to say yes. And really, my opinion is yes. But let's let the season play out. Tyrese Halliburton is playing some great basketball right now. Anthony Edwards, to me, he's not really playing great. He's playing good to decent. He misses a lot of shots. He takes a lot of damn shots. And Anthony Edwards is playing decent. James Wiseman is up and down. But those right now seem to be the clear-cut four right now. Because the boy from Detroit that they were saying was better than Melo, the point guard Killian Hayes, the brother got to develop. But as of right now, the brother is he's struggling. We got Shanker on here. What's up, bro?
Hey, can you hear me?
Not quite. It's doing that buffering that it does when it first comes on. Keep trying though. Say something.
Right.
Oh yeah, there you go, right there.
You hear me now?
Yeah, you good.
All right, cool, man. Man, what a game! Whoo, LaMelo. It's about time. I think it's about time for everybody else to see. We knew. Nothing new to us. He showed out, and it wasn't about the teams freezing him out. They not giving him the ball. We know all that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. You preaching. I'm in church.
But it's like I've been listening to you, man, and it's always DG. You guys are always on point on this, but this one felt so different because the joy, the happiness. You just don't see it in the NBA. Everybody, this is a business, and a lot of the veterans, they've been doing it for so long, so they probably passed that point of having that adolescence to the game of basketball that he brings. Because no matter if he's coming off the bench, you never once sense him pouting about it. He didn't come out there with no attitude. He came out there and balled. He went out there and said, okay, you guys want to freeze me out? Nobody want to swing the ball my way? No problem. I'll go get my own board. I'll take it down. I'll get my own block. That's why he started playing aggressive defense. He turned defense into offense like textbook. And he used a 6'8" body frame.
Brother, think about what you just said. I want you to repeat that for everyone in the chat section.
Yeah.
LaMelo Ball did what?
He turned defense into offense, man. It was like textbook. He put on a clinic on how to play defense as a tall guard. He stood up and played as a 6'8" guard, and you had, an experienced college guard. What's the cat's name on the Mavericks? He's out of Connecticut, I think he went to.
Was it Richardson?
The shorter guard, I think he's like 6 foot.
You talking about number 13.
Yeah, and he's a strong guard. He was strong in college. He was a 4-year college player. And not only did Melo ball against him, but he also took Luka out of the game. Like, when I mean took him out of the game, like he was on the bench. That's Luka Doncic, man. We know what he just did to the Clippers. So, and this is LaMelo. He could have been starstruck, got in there and been shook up. He went in there and took the challenge. He's a different breed, man. So I'm so happy to see that we finally got to experience the joy of what we all know is in him, show to everybody else. Regardless of where the coach plays him at, it didn't do nothing to Melo. This is not affecting LaMelo at all.
Nah, man. It's it's something to see. And AB, when DJ pull up, I'm pretty sure he already sliding it to you. So yeah, let's cook, man. Look, man. When you talking about these college guards, and I kept hearing, I don't know what version of the League Pass you guys were listening to, the Charlotte Hornets broadcast or the Dallas Mavericks. I was listening to the Dallas Mavericks broadcast, and I was listening to the broadcasters talk about Melo's game, and they kept saying, wow, we never knew he was going to be this good. Wow, we didn't really get to see him, so we didn't know he was going to be this good. Yeah, because you don't know. You don't know. Because you sitting up here reading ESPN's Cliff Notes. You sitting up here listening to Chuck after he finished a gallon of ice cream and just basing your analysis of what LaMelo Ball is going to be based off your hate for his father. So
Facts.
all of y'all look stupid. All of y'all look stupid. I mean, I heard those broadcasters. Like, they was dumbfounded. They was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, Melo's not pulling up from the regular 3-point range.
Nope.
Like, Melo out there by the logo, bro. What you think about that?
Comfortably too. Not even like he's not even struggling to do it.
Yeah, it's insane, man. Let's read some of these comments. Let's check them out, man. All right, so we got Wealth Engineering. He says, let's be fair, Luka played bad. Melo wasn't guarding Luka. Now, sometimes Melo was guarding Luka. That is not true. Because
Not true.
Luka started off the game good because Devontae Graham was checking him with Gordon Hayward. And they did exactly what I said. They were running a small ball pick, and they were picking Gordon Hayward for Devontae Graham. And Devontae Graham, in the words of DJ, was barbecue chicken. So we got to be fair. You're right.
Rev, let me ask you this, man, because this
What's that, brother?
happens, quite often. Is that when a Ball brother, you notice that when they have a game where they actually play good, it's the other team may have had a bad game. Luka may have had Luka's been having bad games. Really, he hasn't been shooting that great, but we don't say nothing about that. I mean, really, if Lonzo would have missed as many shots as Luka did tonight and many air balls as he threw, we'd have been slaughtered and everybody would have been all over him. But this is the thing. Luka has met a kid who came in who got just as much talent as he does, and got mo swag. and is willing to put it together. Luka got the keys. LaMelo didn't. There's a big difference there. I mean, this Luka had the keys to do it. I'm not saying he's not great. He is great. He's a great player. And LaMelo is a while to go to probably catch up to a lot of Luka's skills. But damn, he put it on him tonight. He did.
Man, your mic was going like Johnny Mnemonic, so I heard half of that. But I hear you now. But I did get the gist of what you were saying. And I don't know what that is. Look, be real with you. With Zoe, sometimes with Zoe, it's just complete hate, no doubt about it. But sometimes it's some valid points.
It's
But
valid.
you can't knock a man's good game. It don't matter who he playing against. It's the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And tonight, what I saw from Melo, and we got AB on here, and I'm about to let the brother cook. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it, bro, like what I saw from LaMelo is he's going to be a problem in this league. Because you better believe Luka has heard long before he came to the U.S. about the Ball brothers and LaMelo Ball. You know what I'm saying? He's heard of the comparisons, and he knows this kid is a YouTube sensation and an Instagram sensation. He wanted to have a good game tonight, too. Come on, man. Don't nobody want to be outside on their own floor. Yo, AB, what's cracking, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Man,
AB.
hey, my man was hooping tonight. I watching that game tonight, I had to mess around and go ahead and cop the league pass. I'm trying to find the stream online, and it was just too unreliable. I just had to go ahead and cough the money up. My man is that type of box office, you know what I mean, where he gonna drop, he's starting to hit that stride now. So I'm like, all right, I got to make that investment. But I mean, listening to y'all talk, and y'all, it's spot on, man. It always baffles me when I hear these folks be like, man, I ain't even know. I'm surprised. The poise, the vision, the passing ability, the rebounding. There's so many different elements to his game that I see that folks been saying it for years now that is there. You know what I mean? You watch him play in the JVA, my man was triple doubling, 15 rebounds a night type of thing, and then he come out in that first preseason game, dropped 10 boards on him, and I'm like, yo, I knew he had that in him. You know what I'm saying? What's up, big white star? But shoot, man, I'm proud of him now. I love what I'm seeing from him, And what I like is obviously he's having a shooting lights out from behind the arc, but he also is attacking the rim in ways that when folks start comparing Zoe to him, like Zoe in his best games where he's scoring, it's all 3 pointers. You know what I'm saying? If he give you 18, I mean he knocked down 6 threes or something crazy like that. You know what I mean? Where you got Melo attacking the basket, going to the free throw line. What he shot? It was 100% from the free throw line tonight. 4 free throws. You know, so to me, that just says the game going to translate. It's not fluky type stuff. You know what I mean? Where all of a sudden you seen Terry Rozier the other night hit 10 3-pointers. You know what I mean? Like how many nights you gonna get that from Terry Rozier? Not many. You know. So I was hyped about tonight's game, man, for sure.
AB, I love to tell a story, bro. I went and pulled up on Melo when they were playing in the Norcross tournament in Georgia. I'm here in Atlanta right now, back and forth between LA and Atlanta. And I remember that was a loaded team. Spire had a good ass team. You know what I'm saying? And they had Rocket Watts. And I remember Rocket Watts. I remember thinking, damn, Rocket Watts ain't seen a shot he don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like he was shooting. Every time he touched the ball, the cover was coming off. But it was
Mm-hmm.
like the second quarter, and Melo was just calm, relaxed, chilling. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing too much. Man, you know what I'm saying? I go over to the timekeeper. I'm like, yo, how many Melo got? Halftime, Melo got like 21. But you ain't even know it. You know what I'm saying? And by the end of the game, I think he had 35. Because, look, man, I tell people all the time, great players play at their pace. They don't get sped up. They don't play the way you want them to play. They have their own signature style of game. And Melo just plays at his pace, man. There's sometimes, of course, now that he's in the NBA, he doesn't know every in and out of the offense. So sometimes you'll see him make rookie mistakes. But when he's in that zone and he's flowing and he's out there willing and dealing, they had him playing off ball tonight. They had him playing, like I said, once again, they had him playing some small forward. Whenever you see him in that low corner, he's playing small forward. And Melo was still thriving, y'all. We got to keep it real. He wasn't really ball dominant tonight. This is what should be concerning to the league. The fact that this man is really not dominating the ball or the usage rate, and he's putting up these kind of numbers. Shanker, what do you think, brother?
Yeah, I agree. And I think, another thing too that I think LaMelo is kind of putting on notice, even with his team. See, with them dominating the ball, they're getting exposed. I mean, Jordan Hayward shouldn't be dribbling the ball up. None of them. All the forwards shouldn't be trying to be. Everybody wants to be a point guard. McDaniels finally figured it out. Let me hang out around the post, and I'm gonna get fed all night. And he had a great game. But everybody else out of position, trying to dribble. The Martins want to dribble. And so, LaMelo, instead of fighting for the ball, he just ran his lane and played defense. And he turned his defense into his own offense. And his team, it stood out that they didn't pass the ball to him. It stood out that they froze him out and LaMelo didn't have to get a frown, didn't have to pout. He got benched. He didn't, change his attitude. He came in and still stayed aggressive. And so to me, it does nothing but expose them for more. They gotta really raise their game up because now he did it without them. He created for his own self without them creating for him. So it's like now you're paying 120 million for Hayward, and this dude shot horribly tonight. And not only that, but his ball handling skills in the paint. I don't know who told him he could dribble around the paint and do all that. Like, it's just not his game. He's outside of the box right now. He looks like he's forcing it. And so that to me, LaMelo's exposing that too. So I think it's a good thing now. If they want to continue to play him like this, they're going to feel the wrath of him by every time he has a game like this, they're going to get shown out.
Hey, you know what, man? You said something. One of the things that I always say about Melo is like before the draft, folks kept asking me, what team do you think he would like excel on? What team do you think he needs to go to have the best? And I was telling him, bro, the man is talented in a way that it does not matter. Like he's going to get it done. Like he's gonna find a way to get buckets. It's like Like no matter what team LeBron James went to, no matter what team Kobe went to, Jordan, like they just were going to be great guys, great players. And I think it speaks to what both of y'all are saying is when you talk about great players don't allow you to change their pace, they play at their own pace. And then when you speak about how even if the team isn't feeding it through him, they're not running plays for him, he find his own offense, he get the stuff done either way. And that's just what I have seen in him for a long time. Is it literally don't matter. Charlotte Hornets, the Timberwolves, you could have sent him to Golden State, and either in any one of those situations, he got a certain skill set that just works. You know what I mean? That will allow him to kind of thrive, which is why I've been so high on him for a while.
AB, real quick before DJ pull up, I want to ask you this, bro, because I know you've been a part of this journey for a long time. You've been down for a long time, bro. At what moment in your journey, once you got around the family and you were observing the brothers, at what point did you realize for yourself, up close and personal, Melo was going to be special?
Hey, I'll say, man, for me, like obviously during the JBA time is where I got to see the most of him like actually playing like up close and personal, right? And I think that there was a lot of talent in that whole league, a lot more talent than folks may give it credit for at times. And even though he was the youngest person in the league, they challenged him a ton. But I will say that for me, it was all the way up until it got to like Jello joined the league. They played and they went on like a winning streak. And really, their LA team was struggling when it was just Melo and some of those other characters. They did made some roster changes, but then they got into the playoffs and they played a New York team, and it was their third time playing New York. They beat them the first time, they lost, they got blew out by New York. The second time they played them in the playoffs, and Jello was ice cold. Like he was scoring 50 points a night in the JBA. And this game, he might have had 20. You know what I'm saying? And they needed all 50 points in order to win. And Melo legitimately took over the game. So you watch them play, they play that fast pace where he just kick it out to Jello, he get an easy bucket and stuff open up for Melo. I watched him, and like you said, he took over to where instead of throwing that lob, he would dribble it up and just get a bucket. And it came to a place where everybody in the gym knew Melo was finna score, and they just had to figure out how he was going to do it. You know what I mean? Was he going to pull up a three? Was he going to take to the basket? And in that, I was like, yo, this dude is different. And then there was one other time before that in the game where they lost, where they were trying to interview him, ask him questions on what's going on with the game. And this dude is somebody who was 16 years old. He was so playful, like any 16-year-old, like hella immature, you know. But he was dead serious, and they was like, how do you fix it? And he was like, we got to rebound. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I need more touches, I need shots. We got to rebound. Our whole team. That's it. That's what we got to do. And to me, that showed like a different intensity or passion. You know what I mean? Is we got to get boards. That and at 16 to be able to know that, like it just speaks to me to his game. That's where I seen it at.
Yeah, man, for sure. And I think, that's a testament to LeVar. I mean, LeVar teaching them to play with the kids in the neighborhood. I coached against LeVar in AAU ball, and like he said, he had kids in his neighborhood and his sons, only 6, and they played against 16-year-olds. He taught them to play with anybody, and you could tell he could play with any team, man. They could go anywhere and play with anybody, and you'll get the same performance.
Yo, let's read some of these comments, man. Let's read some of these comments. Y'all lighting it up tonight. All right, so we got Rahman Eddington. Jello trash. We're not doing that tonight. We're not doing that tonight. That's what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna put down Jello because Melo showed out. You know what I'm saying? Next we got Wealth Engineering. Well, no, we're gonna go to Ghost D Texas, I guess TX. I wish my Mavs had a spot for Jello, but I would love to see Jello and Melo together in Charlotte. However, Melo is the face of the franchise. If he keep playing like that, you're gonna see Jello in Charlotte. You better believe that. If he keep playing like that, you're gonna see Jello in Charlotte. AB, when it comes to the minute situation, there's been a lot said about it. What is your opinion when it comes to Melo and the amount of minutes that he was getting? And do you think we are approaching a time where it's time to start handing the keys over to Melo?
I think that for me, being a supporter, being somebody who close to it, I can acknowledge that I probably am pressing and would love to see him play more than like he probably should be playing at this moment, right? And it's because when I really slow it down, I think about the situation, right? You think they got drafted in November, the season started. There's a week, 2 weeks of training camp, right? So just for a young player and his psyche, giving him some time to come off the bench, get some spots, feel the game, and get into it, to me, like when I really think about it, makes sense. Just because you don't want to throw him in the fire and all of a sudden he not having a great games, and it's more so due to, like you was talking about earlier, not understanding the defense or not understanding the offense totally, and it looks like he's just not performing well when realistically just hasn't had that live game action. But I want to see him play. I feel like in any other regular season where you would had a whole off season, summer league and all that stuff, I think that it'd be crazy to me not to have Melo Ball starting at point guard in the first game of the season. But I'll give the coach a pass because of how crazy things are. And even I heard him say somewhere he talked about how these first couple of games are really like their extended preseason or training camp for them, So that's the way that they're viewing it for him. And maybe they are intentionally kind of bringing him along slow. But I think that what he's showing tonight and some of these other games where he has some bright spots is the pressure is going to be too high and heavy on that coach to give that we're bringing him along slow excuse. Like my man gave you 22 in no time tonight. Like you need to, if I'm Mike Jordan, I'm upstairs like, yo, I got the keys to the Bugatti, I got the speed key, whatever keys he need, we need to get it to him right now tonight type of vibe. So I think he's showing that he's ready for it, but I understand why they slow played it originally, but it's about that time.
I had to turn that camera off. I'm chronically medicating right now, and Rev love the kids, so you know what I'm saying. With that being said, Shanker, what do you feel about this minutes controversy at this point?
Now, I agree with AB. I think AB hit it right on the head. I mean, it's like I was on both sides of it at first. Of course, I want to see him on the court and team and the way it's structured with the current people they have. I don't see a reason why he shouldn't be on the court, but I think right now easing him in because there wasn't a preseason, there wasn't a summer league, is not hurting him. And like I said, he's a baller. He's taking his regardless. So they're not going to have a choice. And I like how he took the narrative and changed it into his own because you can't deny him playing defense now. You can't say he's a defense liability because he's probably the best one right now playing defense on that team.
What's good, my brothers, man?
DJ.
There it is. There it is.
What's
Oh,
good,
man.
my brothers, man?
Yeah,
Came
man.
on like Shaft.
It's good, man. It's good to see you, AB the hero.
Oh yeah,
A real
man,
one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. This channel, if you haven't. I call AB the originator of the Ball family content. So
OG, triple OG.
yeah, get him his respect, man. But I was impressed by LaMelo Ball. One thing I love about LaMelo, he attacks. He likes to attack into traffic. He attempted free throws. He made his free throws. He had excellent defensive energy. And I saw a fire in his eyes, especially when he was matched up with Luka. He took that personal. He's been hearing all through the years he'll never be as good as Luka. He's a poor man's Luka. He's been hearing all that. So to play against him, it was personal. And I'm so glad the brother came out just balling. He is definitely LeVar Ball's son. I'll tell you that. And no matter if LaMelo plays 35 minutes or 25 minutes, doesn't matter to me. If he gets 20 plus minutes, you see right now, he could still give you 20. That's how good LaMelo Ball is. And everybody was talking trash about LaMelo, comparing him to stats, even though he's playing lower minutes than all the other rookies. But he showed you today in 29 minutes, not even 30 plus, that he could get his. This is the reason why I'm never worried about LaMelo Ball. His mindset, he's a killer. AB the Hero seen him play through the whole year, so he knows better than anybody. But I'm just happy to see some good basketball. These are the type of games I want to be seeing the Ball brothers play.
Man, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. The way it looked to me now, and I've been saying it since the beginning of the season, I'm on record saying it. They was hiding Melo, man. And they was hiding Melo to protect egos. It's past the point now where Melo should be starting. It's past the point. Really, it should have been day one. They really missed the opportunity to capitalize for their franchise. For those of y'all that say y'all fans of the team, there was really an opportunity to capitalize and break Twitter. They really could have broke Twitter that night. They could have broke social media that night. But you know what I'm saying? But now it makes me understand why Devontae Graham is playing the way he's playing. Because in Devontae Graham's mind, if we're gonna really analyze the situation, you're coming off your career year as a second round draft pick, 18.1 points a game. You lit the Brooklyn Nets up on NBA TV last year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feeling yourself. You feeling swaggy. You know what I'm saying? Draft night comes, LaMelo Ball to the Charlotte Hornets. Boy, that man heart rate must have been 195, bruh. He know what time it is. He know what time it is, man. And all this has shown me, one, like DJ said, if they would have kept Melo in against OKC, they would have won that game, and they would be 3-1 right now, and probably one of the talks of the league as far as young teams. But Borregos is under so much pressure from management, and he's under so much pressure when it comes to the numbers and what they're paying Terry Rozier and what they thought they would be paying Devontae Graham. Because at this point, and I'm telling y'all, it's never too early, I'm pretty sure the front office is already thinking, hey, somebody might be the odd man out. And right now, it's looking like it's going to be Devontae Graham. Because when Devontae Graham and Terry Rozier are on the court together, the rebounding is none. What you think about that, Shanker?
Yeah, man. Well, they're just too. They ain't big enough. I mean, there's something to say about a 6'8" guard. And they're not interested in really getting other people involved. They're interested in getting theirs. I mean, we know what they are. I don't want to go on a tangent about them because this is LaMelo's night to me. It's just he's just so much. He just shined a lot. And I think he set himself apart from them guys. And if I was them, I would definitely be thinking now. How am I going to try to get them minutes and keep them because LaMelo's coming for him, regardless of what the coach thinks.
Yeah, man. You know what? I agree. I looked at a while back. I looked up their salaries, right, and I believe Melo right now is probably making about $5 million more a year than your boy Devontae Graham. So I honestly believe the writing on the way. Everybody in there understands that he's coming off the bench here in a little bit. I think that like there is some of this stuff that is kind of playing and trying to build him up. And before they had to let him know, like, hey, bro, like it's that time, want to get his confidence up and make that transition as smooth as possible. But I feel like realistically, the key piece to the whole situation is the kid Malik Monk. And to my understanding, like, he hasn't played many minutes, and it's mostly because he didn't play at all, I believe, in the preseason because he was missed the whole training camp and stuff with the COVID and all of that. And he's going to be the small forward, shooting guard type of guy as well. So when Melo moves into that starting lineup, the positions and stuff is going to look even a little bit more different with the rotations and how they go with that when you start to try to fit Malik Monk into it. Devontae Graham, as you talked about earlier, they got Melo playing small forward at times. Like, it starts getting slim pickings for a lot of folks. So I think that there is going to be somebody going to be the odd man out and some feelings going to get hurt as the season goes on. But I think that I wouldn't be surprised if they start trying to move folks. So you let a guy like Devontae Graham play some ball, you get his value up a little bit, and then you try to get another piece once you know you're going to bring Malik Monk back and all of that stuff. So I feel like that could be what's going on a bit as well.
And if they're going to trade Devontae Graham, can they trade the Martin twins? I'm tired of those buffoons holding the ball, not, passing the ball to LaMelo, just doing their own thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's beef. I don't know if jealousy. It's probably jealousy. But the shit is getting on my nerves.
Let it out, DJ. Let it out.
It's obvious, man. I'm not the only one pointing this shit out, man. It's obvious. I mean, LaMelo probably could have 30 plus if those selfish twins, and I hate to be harsh, but they're selfish. See, look at Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges got 20 points off of doing one thing right, outrunning the defender, because he knew that LaMelo, Rozier, and those guys will find him. And then you look at the Martin twins, they got 4 measly points doing all that work for nothing. That's what jealousy gets you. It gets you nothing. See, if they would learn from Miles Bridges and learn how to play as a team, this shit wouldn't even be a problem. But it's glaring, and they don't need anybody who's jealous of LaMelo on that team. LaMelo's the franchise that dropped him number 3 for a reason, and it is what it is.
It's a fact.
Yeah, man. DJ, I wanted to leave the Martin twins especially to you because really, bro, it's to the point where the momentum goes down so much when these other pieces are moving the ball up the court. I even think they're doing Miles Bridges a disservice by encouraging him to bring the ball to the court. He had like 2 or 3 turnovers. He doesn't seem comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't seem comfortable. And when you throw the Martin twins in, look, number 11 is bad, but number 10 is criminal. They was clowning mans at the free throw line tonight. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I don't know. I think this time next year, this team is going to look a lot different overall.
Do you think that the Martin twins got some like animosity because they are are they really twins? Yes, right? They related for real?
Yeah, they're twins.
But so like they don't get the hype as the Ball family and they brother. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you and your brothers, y'all talked about all of the time, and we actually twins on the same team, and we don't get no. Like, has anybody heard of the Martin twins before LaMelo got on the squad? I didn't even know that it existed.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like,
I used to trade them on 2K.
Yeah, that's a see. So I wonder if that's part of it. You know what I mean? Like if it's dang, like you trying to get your brother over here, but what about me and my brother? You know what I mean? Like, is that you think that's got something to do with it?
Yeah, I agree. It's nervousness, because when you bring in a Ball brother, what's the conversation? How can you bring your brothers into the team? So they're probably worried about what if Jello gets on there and gets more minutes? What if LaMelo keeps playing like this? And then I really believe if LaMelo plays at a high level and he keeps going at a higher pace and the trajectory looks good, You never know. Jello could be on that roster. He could earn his way into it. You just don't know. And great players in this league, you give them what they want. I mean, that's just the fact. I see that Zozo Reginald says, wait, let me go to the other one. I don't think that was the one. This was the one. So this person said, yeah, you'd be a little too harsh on the Martin twins. It's not everyone's job to concede to Melo. It's not his team. AB the Hero, take this real quick. I got to take a call.
So now I see what you're saying. It's not everybody's job to concede to Melo. However, there is a difference between conceding to him and playing through him, right? It's conceding to him and like allowing the game to flow in a normal way. I feel like what we see from sometimes with those guys, and I think that it trickled down. I think that just the way that you see sometimes with even with Lonzo folks talk about, you see it with LaMelo, the positive like aspects of him being on the court is that everybody start wanting to share the ball a bit more, right? Everybody throwing the outlet pass, everybody is running. And then when you get guys in there who stop the ball, everybody starts stopping the ball. Everybody's passing up a wide open shot to make another, and it looks crazy. And I feel like that is why the Martin twins get so much attention drawn to them, is because they sticking out like a sore thumb. Like in the flow of a game, if everybody is doing and passing the ball look like a unit, and then you got one guy who is doing something different than everybody else is, or two guys, then like that stick out and they stand out a bit more. And it's, to me, it's obvious with some of those dudes. And you ended up seeing a lot of turnovers. I believe that I watched in the fourth quarter tonight when they finally put Melo in with like 5 minutes or so left. Immediately, without him touching the ball, you started to see folks just turning the ball over. It looked like there was a point where everybody was, I hate to say it looked like that. I'm not saying that it really was, but it looked like folks were doing whatever they could to keep the ball from him, and then in essence was turning it over. So
yeah, so true.
Yeah, I feel.
Oh, sorry
Oh,
about
go
that.
ahead, DJ. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, DJ.
Yeah, I'll say this real quick. It's AB the Hero's right. When you see someone stopping the progression of the offense, stopping the flow, it's a glaring issue. Look at Jalen McDaniels, he has a lot of potential, but still learning in the league. He had 10 easy points. All he had to do was get the ball to Melo, run the passing lanes, catch the lob, have good hands. He had 10 points. You see the Martin twins, they're trying to prove a point for some reason. They're trying to do too much. The turnovers were high. There was somebody on social media that said the only person that could stop LaMelo Ball from getting 30 points is the Martin twins. I kid you not. I'm not making this up. That's what happened. He could have had 30 points if they just, played the right way. So when you see bad body language for the twins, they got in a fight, they were testy off of nothing. James Johnson is not the one you want to fight with. I don't know why they did that. James Johnson, he's a black belt. I know they're trying to act all hard and all, but they were frustrated. When I saw one of the twins get ejected, I was like, why are they pitching a fit? Why are they so frustrated? They're jealous. They see a guy like LaMelo Ball with a $100 million shoe contract. And you already know the Hornets were talking about earning it, because the Twins had to earn their right to the roster. But the Twins fail to realize is that their subpar play is the reason why they have LaMelo Ball. They're the reason. So to rectify everything, what they should do, because when LaMelo get the full keys, they're going to evolve the team around him. So they better play to his strengths. If not, they will not be back. I guarantee it.
Exactly. I guess my question, DJ, would be who. I mean, who would you concede the team to? You know, I mean, if you put LaMelo on a team like the Lakers, then obviously know who the teams is. But when you have a team like the Hornets where there really isn't a standout star who can carry a franchise and who can get people in the seats and win games and get to the playoffs, I mean, you kind of are looking at LaMelo. He should have the keys pretty soon, and they should do that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with building around him. Look at what they're trying to do in Detroit, and that kid doesn't even have half the skill set yet. I mean, he's not there yet, and they're already letting him lead the team. Killian Hayes, I mean, it's just not there yet. I mean, he has good dates and just like everybody else, but this team with the Hornets, I mean, they still got a little ways to go before I say, there's a standout star because I'm not seeing the veterans right now. When you look at what they paid Hayward and what you're getting out of them, that's all I could think about is, man, this dude's got the bag and he's killing it right now. Michael Jordan should feel like a fool for that one, but hey.
Man, I want to say this real quick, and it's time to address this, man. And I was hoping this 22-point game would forever shut this craziness up, but somebody said that I sound like a bozo in the chat section because I'm saying that Melo should be handed the keys. Why do y'all know who Luka Doncic is? Because his rookie year, he came in and he took the lead by storm, and they gave him the keys. Like I said, I'm back and forth, Los Angeles, Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta right now. Trae Young, in the first half of his rookie season, he thinking up the place. But they gave him the keys. What is this toxic mentality when it comes to the Ball brothers? Where if they're shining, for them, they have to earn it. Bruh, I'm gonna say it one more time, man, because y'all keep playing. If any of y'all play 2K, 9 times out of 10 before Melo got on that team, wasn't nobody picking Charlotte, bro. Wasn't nobody going online saying, I'm about to really run it with Charlotte. Like, come on, man. We've never known the Charlotte Hornets to win anything ever. We have never been excited. Even when Kimba was there, as a whole, people who watched the league were not excited about the Charlotte Hornets. What the hell are they waiting for? And then if you look at it just as far as momentum, if not now, when? Why would you regress after a night like tonight where even his own teammate, a 3-year basically vet in the league now, Miles Bridges said, like DJ pointed out to me on Twitter, nah, I really don't deserve the Player of the Game award. Melo deserves it. You know what I'm saying? He almost had a triple-double. Why would you stop that momentum and go backwards for what? So let's stop with this toxic nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, sometimes special rookies come along that can change the entire culture of your team, and you just ride that wave if you don't want to get fired. The coach of the Atlanta Hawks, he rolled Trae Young until Trae Young showed enough to the front office that the Atlanta Hawks this summer, they went and dropped a bag in free agency because they believe in Trae Young. But they gave him that kind of leeway as a rookie. And stop saying Luka is different. No, I don't know that. Y'all don't have no crystal balls. Y'all always trying to put a cap on where Melo can go. People tell me Melo ain't gonna be a proficient scorer. He looked damn good to me in limited minutes. People tell me Melo can't shoot. He's shooting 50% right now. In limited minutes, he's still getting shots up. So I don't know what Melo can be. I don't even know what Luka is fully. Luka's struggling at the free throw line this year. Luka is struggling with his field goal percentage. You know what I'm saying? And I have a theory about Luka because his lack of athleticism, unless he develops more parts of his game, the league might start catching up with Luka. Now, of course, he's going to get calls because he's a franchise player, and that always is going to keep you with a certain average, especially if you're ball dominant. But come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't belittle Melo and say what Melo can't do. You know what I'm saying? And you haven't even given him a chance. Tonight, our last time seeing Melo Ball, he is a 19-year older that almost had a triple-double, 22 points. I think he shot 70% percent from field goal, from normal field goal range, and he was 4 from 5 for 3-point range. Why would you go backwards? Why would you go backwards? And anybody that's saying they rushing it, once again, Trae Young, Luka Doncic, and several other rookies have been given the keys for better franchises. This is the Charlotte Hornets. What you say about that, DJ?
I mean, just look around the league. Top 5 picks through the years. The ones that made it, it's because they went through the trial by fire. The Charlotte Hornets, we all know, are not a championship contender. Now, they have a solid roster, could win a few games. That's not the most important goal, and I said this in my other video, is for the Hornets to establish a vision and a culture. That's it. It's not to play selfish. It's not to worry about getting your own. Building a team around the young guys. LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges. Terry Rozier, he's playing great. That's a good addition. He's figuring out they could coexist with LaMelo. You see teammates starting to figure out. There's only a few that are not figuring out. And if they don't figure it out, they won't be on that team next year. So I read a comment that said that LaMelo's not Luka. You're correct. LaMelo is LaMelo Ball. And I think LaMelo Ball is a good player. I'll take a LaMelo Ball any day. And we know Luka's a great player. If he keeps this up, he'll be a future Hall of Famer. But I like what I see from LaMelo. Anytime you have a player with that much swagger to them, bravado, clutch, you can win with them. And I trust LaMelo Ball, once he fully gets his minutes, he's going to take off. Whether it's 25 to 35 minutes, around that range, he'll get his.
Agreed, man. I think that he's gonna take off. I think that in comparison, and this is what I was talking about earlier, like, yes, the Luka Doncic's, they got the keys early. The Trae Youngs, they got the keys. I think that the difference is this year is probably, if it was any other year, I believe that Melo has the keys already. It starts the season as his team. I just think that they are slow. I think it and I hope that it's a slow play because it's an intentional effort to get him some more burn before they throw the keys into his offense, throw the keys into his hand when he only been with the team for a month. I hope that that's what it is, right? Luka Doncic and Trae Young, all of those guys were with the team for 6 months before opening night, and then they got the keys thrown in their hands. But you're right, though, it happens a lot. I remember I listened to a video with, I think it's Earl Watson, and he talked about when he was the coach of the Phoenix Suns, and they had 2 dudes ahead of him, maybe it was 2 guys on the squad at point guard, the guards ahead of him, and who had just got big contracts. And even then, he gave the keys to Devin Booker, and folks was like, "Yo, why are you doing that?" And they threw him trial by fire, gave him some burn early, and now you got the Devin Booker that you got today. That does not happen if he's playing behind what's it? I want to say Eric Bledsoe and the dude he kept getting, he got did bad by Kyrie like 6 times, got dunked on by DeAndre Jordan, Brandon Knight, I believe. I think that's what it was. One of them Night Boys, something like that. So I agree with you. It is the young guys need that trial by fire. I just think the only reason why Melo is not getting that same opportunity is just because of the shortened off season, and all of that stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't, I just don't see someone sticking out. Who I think they started the Martin twin. They even brought one of them off the bench before LaMelo tonight, and I was like, okay, well, here they go. He
That's crazy.
and come in back have to integrate them, start giving them the.
No, I
Yeah.
def. Oh, go ahead, DJ. I'm sorry.
No, you go. I thought Shanker was choppy a bit. You go on.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, I don't see that they're not gonna go backwards, man. At this point, the coach was already sweating 2 games ago when people was on his neck. They're not gonna go. I don't think they're gonna go backwards. His minutes have gone up the last 2 games. I think he had right below 20. Well, he had 20 the game before this one, and this game he had 30. His minutes aren't going to continue to fluctuate, and he's about to crack that starting lineup. And if they're smart, they're going to do it before he plays Lonzo on national TV. Because I mean, at this point, that argument, and AB, it is an astute argument. So I'm not necessarily disagreeing with what you're saying, but Melo is shown that's not taking effect. So that excuse isn't going to work with the media, and Charlotte media is on their head right now about this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if he was coming in the game struggling, then okay, they would be able to use that. But the fact that he was trending on Twitter tonight, um, he's on ESPN, YouTube right now with all kind of numbers, all kind of likes. That excuse doesn't even fly anymore. Now, what's even more glaring, and the question I got going right to you, DJ, is to me that Gordon Hayward bag looks super trooper duper stupid now. The way the Miles Bridges is developing, you really could have threw that money into a big man. How do you think this young budding combination of Melo and Miles Bridges? I mean, what's the ceiling for that, DJ?
Truly special, man. The chemistry is already there, but they get it from the lobs being thrown, the full court passes, and is only making Miles Bridges' stock go up. So when his bag comes through, if they keep this up, there's going to be a lot of teams wanting Miles Bridges. So the Hornets better pay up, but they miscalculated. And I'm going to tell you this. Gordon Hayward was a miscalculation decision. Now, Gordon Hayward had a good game against the Brooklyn Nets. 28 points. He did well. I think he will be a good player. I think he'll score 20 points. Here's the thing. They didn't see Miles Bridges coming. They didn't see that. I still think that Gordon Hayward's going to be a factor of this season. And he still has talent. He's a good shooter. But when the season goes on and you see the performances that Miles Bridges, stock up, he had 20 points off the bench and 16 rebounds. They're going to be like, man, we probably could have had a big. But they already paid for Gordon Hayward. As you know, if you're a small franchise, you're going to have to overpay. That's just the game of the NBA. If you're not the elite teams, you're going to have to overpay. But so far, besides this game, Gordon Hayward actually had a good year so far, besides this game. But yeah, that's just what I think about it. I like Miles Bridges' ceiling, man. He just can't come off the bench too long.
Tonight, did it look like in the fourth quarter when they had damn near all the starters in? And to me, it looked like they kept Gordon Hayward in there until he broke 10 points. and
Right.
he scored. Ended up with 11 points. He got his broke 10, and then it was like, all right, bro, now we can sit you down. Now we don't look crazy when we got two
Exactly.
20-point scores coming off the bench, and we got you in here. So, bro, come on. You know what I mean? That's what it looked like to me watching that game, because it made no sense towards the end of that game, the lineup that they had in there in the game, that they were up by 25 points. If these your guys, you know what I'm saying? It, and you know what? I looked up something. I said something earlier. I thought that the kid Malik Monk wasn't playing because of COVID situation. He was on a anti-doping or something, like a drug policy violation suspension from last year. So that's why he ain't play yet. So and so it'll be interesting to see what that looked like when he come back. He a shooting guard. Their rotation is gonna look stupid, man. I feel like we could be having this whole in-depth conversation about the Melo starting and all of this stuff, and they literally could be thinking Malik Monk is the next guy, and we gotta wait for them to find out that Malik Monk ain't the savior before they give Melo the keys on that end. Because sometimes in preseason, a few times where I've seen him, I felt like he was at times worse than the Martin twins as far as
Facts.
trying to freeze LaMelo Ball out. So
Facts.
he make me nervous.
I heard Malik Monk is on the trading block though. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see them move on from Malik Monk. As far as the Gordon Hayward thing, real quick, man, look, man, Gordon Hayward. First off, for all of the lofty comments about Gordon Hayward in the chat section, man, we don't even know if he's gonna stay healthy. It's difficult for Gordon Hayward to stay healthy. So the bag in itself, to pay that much for a guy you don't know is gonna stay healthy, is problematic. Also tonight, I saw too many times where Gordon Hayward was trying to come up court and initiate the offense, and the offense looked all terrible and wrong. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Every time I see Gordon Hayward, I don't know if y'all seen that movie Hoosiers, but he remind me of somebody off the movie Hoosiers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's supposed to be playing with his shorts 5 inches above his knee. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying he's not a solid player or a consistent player, but they're playing him out of position. They're trying to play him like a point forward. I don't care if he did it in Boston. I don't care, which he didn't, so let's not lie. I know he did it back in Utah, but he's an older player now, and you got multiple ball handlers on the court. If you have Gordon Hayward playing point forward and your shooting guard is 6, and I really think he's 5'11", but your shooting guard is 6'1", and your point guard is 6'1", now they playing totally out of position because really they rotate into the wing spots. So now you got a 6'1" small forward and a 6'1" shooting guard, and that makes absolutely no sense. And that's why when he drives to the basket, a lot of times he has nowhere to go with the ball because everyone's playing out of position. To me right now, there are times with Gordon Hayward, not as bad as the Martin twins. I'm not saying that would be crazy. But there are times where he's initiating the offense and the offense looks very stagnant. It's because, like I said, they're not identifying roles on this team. And like I said, when you got Miles Bridges dribbling ball up the court, and then when they start pressuring him, he has to pick the ball up at half court because he's not a ball handler. That's not good basketball. Because now you got to spend 5 to 6 seconds trying to get the ball out of that trap at the half court line. Now you're rushing to take a shot because the shot clock has expired. So it's going to be interesting, like AB and DJ saying, to see what they're going to do with all these pieces. But I think from this point forward, I think we're going to start seeing more and more of the LaMelo Ball show. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, the LaMelo Ball show will come eventually. We're not worried about it. And also, God of Blackness says Miles was not a surprise to Hornet fans. Oh, yeah, the fans knew how good Miles was. The front office. You know how it is, not trusting young guys, thinking that you have to pay a veteran to get production. But that's why you need top-notch scouting departments. But back to Gordon Hayward, AB the Hero was spot on. But this dude had 7 points, 6 points, and they put him in that garbage time to get a couple points to get, 11 points? It's I got to see more from Gordon Hayward. When you get paid 120 million, I expect more production. Hopefully, he'll have more games like he did with the Nets, but it's got to be consistent. If Gordon Hayward is consistent, the Hornets have a better winning record. I truly believe that. He's a great shooter, but he must stay healthy. That's the most important thing.
You know what? The Hornets, the way that some of their dudes is playing right now, the way that Rozier is looking, the way that Melo is coming along, Bridges coming along. If some of these other guys who they really counting on, like steps up, the Gordon Haywards, if Monk come in and really hoop, Devontae Grant, they looking like an eighth, sixth, seventh, eighth seed now in the playoffs. They could be a squad to be reckoned with if everybody like really play their best basketball and outperform what the the general public would expect for them. But right now, they seem like a deep enough squad where they might be able to make some noise and at least make it to the playoffs. And if they do that, you got to give them a dog rookie of the year. That's all I'm saying.
I think it can happen. I mean, if you think about it, they beat the Nets with KD and Kyrie, and people can say, "Oh, that's no big deal," but you never know. I mean, a team could be a sleeper team and keep winning when nobody expects them to, but they do have the pieces to put something together. I think, as long as they don't have the twins.
Yeah, as long as the Twins don't play major minutes, they may have a chance. They have the talent. Terry Rozier, I know we've been talking about LaMelo Ball. He's been balling out. I got to give him credit. I can't take that away from him. As well, Miles Bridges. Those are the two players besides LaMelo who have been consistently playing well for the team.
I give some to Biz. Biz been holding it down in the middle in the sense of, he kind of matches their hustle. I think LaMelo raises his energy too. When LaMelo gets in the court, it seems like he turns up his energy because he was tough tonight, man, in the center. I mean, he was going against them bullies and Willie Cauley-Stein and that other dude who just love to fight. I mean, they're not really.
Yeah, he's a dog out there. The three people we named, LaMelo, Miles Bridges, and Boyambo, they had great games today. It's ironic because they have great chemistry. They always hang out. Reports say they hang out the most out of anybody. It's always Biz, LaMelo, and Miles Bridges always together, always hanging out. That's going to be something to look out for. Now, I don't know how well Biz is going to play at this whole season, but if he keeps improving, and you got Miles Bridges doing this thing, you got LaMelo getting the amped minutes, it's going to give you it's going to give him a formula to use for the rest of these couple of years. And all you have to do is add 3-and-D shooters, versatile fives. They could build a really good team around LaMelo Ball. So I'm truly excited to see the final production. I know it's a process, but I like what I'm seeing.
You know what the best thing to happen to LaMelo this year is the Cody. Damn, I just forgot his name. Cody
Martin?
The kid who got
Zeller.
Cody Zeller, yes. The Cody Zeller injury is the best thing to happen to the Hornets. He is unathletic. The style of play that LaMelo needs, being able to throw them lobs, have guys who can finish around the rim. Cody Zeller they got to do something about him before he get back. Sell him to the corner store. I don't know what you gonna get, whatever you can from pawn shop, trade him in, Leo. But I promise, they insert him into the starting lineup, it's gonna go all downhill. You're gonna have Gordon Hayward, who is semi-athletic, you know what I mean, but and Cody Zeller in the starting lineup, even if they playing with Melo, is gonna look trash.
He remind me of Luke Walton.
That's that Laker PTSD.
That's right.
But nah, man. Somebody was saying that the Charlotte Hornets is trying to, their style is positionless basketball. No, it's not. Last year they had the slowest pace in the league. They don't know about no positionless basketball. Positionless basketball is the new trendy thing in the NBA.
Stop it.
And just like winning teams are running positionless basketball, losing teams are trying to run positionless basketball. And it doesn't make sense. That's not Miles Bridges' strength for him to be bringing the ball up the court. PJ Washington bringing the ball up the court. Like somebody, like this is insane, man. Like just play to your strengths, man. Like somebody, I think it was Hoop Jargon that said this the other day. Sometimes these front offices and these teams, they just overthink the easiest answer, which is right before them. You know what I'm saying? You already got 3 guards on the court most of the time. So if you want to play a style of positionless basketball, let Terry Rozier, Devontae Graham, or Melo bring the ball up the court. Or if you choose to have Gordon Hayward bring the ball up the court, cool. But don't get into a habit of, because you don't want a Lakers repeat when Lonzo was there. You don't want Julius Randle bringing the ball up the court. You know what I'm saying? You don't want I saw Bismack Biyombo bring the ball up the court tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Just find a simple formula that works, that equals the wins, you know what I'm saying, or equals competitive basketball. And right now, to me, it's when you have a combination of LaMelo on the court and Terry Rozier. And yes, I've seen one of the Martin twins on there, number 11. I've seen him out there sometimes, but really, like I was telling DJ, the lineup that I liked the most tonight was when McDaniels was on the court, Miles Bridges was on the court, and LaMelo was on the court. Now, that lineup isn't always going to work because all of those guys are still relative, even with Miles Bridges, they're young. You know what I'm saying? But you do, like DJ keeps harping at, you got to start developing culture. And I don't want to see another Ball brother go through this thing where guys that have no business bringing the ball up the court are bringing the ball up the court, and then they're giving it to LaMelo with 6 seconds, and now Melo got to try to figure out what to do with 6 seconds left on the clock. Y'all know the saying, 21-second BI. 21-second BI. The Pelicans are playing positionless basketball. Everybody playing positionless basketball, but everybody's not a good team. So I think they just need to figure out what works. And I'm looking forward to it. Tonight, I'm actually excited to see the next Charlotte Hornets basketball game.
Bruh, Revolution Radio, man. This is the reason why I invited you on my show. You be bringing the energy, man. You got these people, man, live right now. This is probably like, 2 o'clock where some of you are at? This is late night. And for you all to support this channel means a lot to me. I've said this multiple times, and I'll say it again. We're the new media. Me, AB the Hero, DKM, Ballfax, all those guys, we're the new breed, man. No one's doing it like we're doing it. Everybody's engaged. Everybody's putting their opinions in. Nobody's acting like they're better than anybody. And that's what it's meant to be. St. Me says 10 at Hawaii. Well, I know you living it up, brother. But this is fun, man. Don't you just love when you can watch a game and then hours after a game, you can listen to a video of all brothers just talk about basketball in a positive way? It's truly amazing, man. We got someone 704 bound. Charlotte says 2:56 a.m. listening to this show.
Damn.
Man, that's love right there.
That's love. Y'all get them likes up in the chat.
Yeah, man. We got 200 plus subs in the chat. and a few likes. Get the likes up.
Get them likes up, though.
Someone get this person. Let me
The hell?
block this person. Yeah, we got some trolls in the house.
Oh Lord, you got crazy fast.
Well, you know you're doing good when you start getting them. When you start getting them, you
No,
cooking.
yeah.
Oh
Oh man, I
Yeah,
accidentally clicked that. Golly, man, I accidentally clicked that. Oh Lord.
Yeah, his whole name crazy.
Yo, does this put pressure on Lonzo? Does this put more pressure on Lonzo Ball, y'all? Keep it real.
I
You
don't
can't
think
have your
so.
younger ball. You can't have your younger brother outdoing you, man.
But that's the narrative they're gonna want. I mean, do you really think? I mean, Lonzo is got. I feel like he's in his own head. I don't think really nothing else. The pressure is already on because he knows. I think he smells the trade on the wall. You know, it's coming. I don't think he's not welcoming it either. But I just don't think that he has the right system yet, man. I just don't think he's not. He hasn't been able to flourish yet. He might be a late bloomer. It happens that not all the guards come to the NBA and have this emergency year. You know, sometimes it takes them time to get going.
Lonzo Ball got to take the challenge, man.
No doubt. No, it's all on him. It's 100% him. You know that, DJ. We've been on that one for a while. There's no excuse
Yeah, we
for it
have.
anymore. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's just I'm tired of talking about his. You know, I wasn't on. I just don't want to drown LaMelo. We finally got one good night, just one with LaMelo. You know, after last night, I just want to ride on this one and leave Lonzo with yesterday. We really did go in on Lonzo yesterday. So,
Brother, I had to be honest. I didn't even feel like talking about Lonzo today. I was such in a good mood because I mean I didn't even want to read. Oh man, we got these trolls around here. Block. Like I want to keep it strictly on LaMelo because the vibe is just right. You feel me? Like the vibe is like you get excited, man. It's been a while since I watched a favorite player of mine exude so much just dog in him. You know what I mean? He's talking shit. Uh he's celebrating on the 3-point shots. I've been waiting for this.
yeah, seeing him smile when he does something, even just his little antics, dancing on the court, like nobody's doing that in the NBA, man. No one's having fun with it like that. That's what you want to see. I enjoy it. I'm glad these rookies come in and they don't have that same stuck up, the money takes it over for them, but at least they looking like they having fun, man. That made the game. If they would have won or lost, I'd have still been happy with his game.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's really exhilarating to watch him play, man. Like I was saying earlier, man. It's just he has an exciting brand of basketball. It makes it look like the entire team is having fun. They're playing at a much faster pace. Like it was a beautiful game to watch for the Charlotte Hornets overall tonight, man. Like and watching Melo just a little glimpses because really this is really just a glimpse of what I think he can do. Like I said, he's not even really ball dominant right now. So just to see what this team could potentially be, man, is really, really exciting.
Hey, let me ask y'all something real quick, man. What do you think of this? This is just a dream scenario. Could you imagine Taylor Thornton and LaMelo running the court together?
Oh man, why are you gonna say that, man?
Just picture those two, building a team around those two. You know what I mean? Like that. Whew.
Yeah, that was always my dream to have Melo on the Lakers, but I mean I know the possibility was slim to never gonna happen, especially out of the draft, man. But yeah, THC is definitely one of my favorite players. So to see him with Melo, that would be amazing.
What you think about that, DJ? What
What'd you say?
you think about THT with LaMelo?
You went there with that. That was like playing together.
Yup.
Oh, that'd be dope. I wish that would have happened, man. But you never know, man.
You never
Trying to
know.
speak too soon. LaMelo's a rookie now, and also anybody that's a moderator, if you see some fuck shit on there, block them. They ain't trying to be the only one blocking these shines, man.
That's wild.
Yeah, same me's like these trolls are wild. I don't know, maybe because of my channel grew. Comes with the territory. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. I want to thank Revolution Radio, AB the Hero, the originator. Shank. Thank you, brothers, man. This was a fun show.
It was great.
Oh yeah.
Great night, man. Great night.
Yeah, man. We'll be back at it tomorrow, man. And for the trolls, get a life. Find a woman. Smoke some weed. Do something. I mean, shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn.
Yeah.
How you got so many accounts? I think you come back every 6. I ain't never seen that before in my life.
I've never seen it. I'm like, who did I offend?
Yeah. That's crazy. But bro, I appreciate you having me on, man. It's been real, man. It's always
Same here,
love,
man.
for sure, man. Yeah, and it's 3 a.m. over this way too, man. But it's a great show, man. Great people, man. So you know what I mean. It's
Bro,
worth
that's
staying up.
love, man.
Yeah.
Because if the roles were reversed, y'all talking about, man, can I be on my stream? Like, shit, I'm tired, man. I'm knocked out. You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, I dig it, man. It's all good.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
AB, whenever you do a show, man, you know who to invite. You know I'm always down.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I gotta, man. Damn, YouTube got me hemmed up on the streams till like March, man. So
Damn.
I know. You know how it is. They always give us. We get twice the time for the same crimes. You know how that goes.
Damn.
They gonna give us.
They trying to punish the new media, brother. You know how it
You
is.
know how it is. Yeah.
They say, oh, man, this new media getting too powerful. Let's make an example.
Yeah. But I'll see you something, man. I'm gonna start a little Twitch. I got the Twitch. I forgot I got that over there, so I might do my stream action over there until YouTube let me back on the scene. But
all right, man.
For sure, man.
Shout out to you, brothers, man. Thank you.
All right, man.
Oh yeah.